Hi guys, welcome to the roundup for this week just gone, which is week 3 in July. So this week, a different format. It's a whole different style of trading. I talked about this in the last couple of videos about set time and what I'm putting out in the subscription thing. So let's just reiterate. Subscription, the way it normally runs is you get an email, and if you're not Johnny on the spot, the trade's gone. I'm not interested in that. You're not interested in that. We all know it doesn't work. Right. The service that I'm doing, and I'm not really promoting the service. If you want to come on board, you're welcome to. That's fine. More on the trades and going back to where my grassroots in FX trading was, and that was trading by time. So since I've been doing the EA, I've learnt so much more about these markets because I've spent more and more time researching, and I've come back to the set times and I've found two unique ways of sorting them as I go week by week through the months. And it's working out to be very, very lucrative and very, very accurate enough to make good money out of it. So what I want to do this week is, there's some people already on the subscription service. I'll show you the email I put out, the 3 pairs to watch, and another 3 pairs that I sort of had running in the background that I put out the picks of what I thought there was coming for the week, and that's what we had a look through. So without further ado, let's come through and have a look and just see how these trades performed and the accuracy of where these starting points are and pressure points that are in these markets. And they are all very much cleverly hidden by the powers that be. And if it wasn't for the FX calendar that I use, you would not be able to piece all this together. Now, I've had a couple of inquiries. Do I do courses on this specific way of trading? No, I don't, because it's I'm using my ability. I've developed a piece of software to help me analyze starting times as well, and I use that, so it's sort of for me to sit down in a day and a half and sort of get all this into your head and then expect you to do it, it's probably going to be above most people. It's just that I've sort of worked with it for years and years, and how I look at it now, and I mean, the buck stops with me. So that's why if anyone's interested in doing it this way. So that comes out on the weekend for the following week, each month moving forward. All right, let's come through now and have a look and see what we got into. Okay, first up, let me just pop the email onto the screen. So this was this week's trades. US dollar yen, AUD USD, H1, right? They were the 3 trades that we're having a look at. So if we now put the spreadsheet up on here, and I'll just get that out the road a little bit more. And this is the full list of the trades. So these ones here, 1, 2, 3, are the ones that we have marked here, here, here. And we're going to come through and have a look. And I've done up the results of these as we come down through there. So we'll look at these one by one and see how we got on. So first of all, come back here. The times for the US dollar yen. We're looking at the 0 bar, a target 10 times. So that's 10 times the width of the head section inclusive of stop. Monday, Tuesday is the 1900 bar, 12 sections. Wednesday, 8 o'clock, 12, 1600, 12. Out of that, we're going to get a 10 section move somewhere in the week. We're looking to get one move out of that and then say thanks for coming. Right, so that's what we're doing. As we come through here, the AUD USD, so we've got on Thursday, note below, I've got a target of 13 and 26. AUD trade does 2 trades for the week. So out of these times here, right, this trade is going to do 2 different entries. Note, if it's been stopped out all trades, then Thursday does a double target of 26 sections. Right, so it still effectively does it, even though it's coming in on Thursday. But so these are the times that we've got to work with. So we'll just come back and have a look at that. First up, US dollar yen, 0, 19, 8 and 16. So let's see where we got up. What happened? Here's the 0 bar here, and I'm not sure whether this thing marks. Oh, goodness, I've stuffed that up right up. So if we look at that, here's our 0 bar here. And again, it just broke short. You could have had a double stop possibly for that there, and then down it comes. But anyway, we looked at that as being stopped out. So now we've got trade 2. Here's the target for trade 2. So if we come back over here, our trade 2 target was 12 sections, which is down to there. So we get right down here. We're a fair way down the move here. Is why that never quite down to getting our target there. Fair enough. We come back here. Look, we're out of it on the weekend. We banked from there to there, right? And by doing that, this is our scenario. So we've lost 100 and we banked 410. We still made 310 profit. So this is a $10,000 account working on here, a $10,000 account, right? 1% risk. Now, you can start these possibly a little bit less and go up. So this week, I found another way to filter these trades even more. That's why we've got a better success rate. The last couple of weeks, we've had situations where the first 2 times that we see on here have been stopped out, and then it's happening later in the week. Whereas this week, we've turned around and it's come back to starting. The trades all started at the start of the week. Now that was obvious when I was doing the back test and the sort out for that the start of the week was going to be. So I knew that before we even got into the week. Now, knowledge like that is powerful to have. There is not many people that can do that, use that. That's the edge that you need to have. So that's where it helped me this week, knowing that most of the moves were going to be right off the bat and come through from there. Okay, so that's that one. The next one we come to on our list was the Aussie dollar, US dollar. So let's throw that up on the screen. Okay, now, as I just said on here, note 2 trades. So away we go. Here's our first time, right here. Beautiful, breaks down, hits the target. Here's our second time, breaks down, goes to target. As nice as you like in a nice even run. Now, believe it or not, I did manage to stuff that up. I did not get the full run on that, but there it is, the 2 targets. So if we have a look at what we made out of those 2 trades and get rid of that off of there, we have got the Aussie dollar, $511 and $650. That's these ones over here, 511 and 650. Calculated on our thing, 1% risk, so forth and so on. So that's what they did. That was a very good week for that pair and come through quite nicely. Okay. So as you can see, it's a whole different way. You know these times. Now I've got an EA developed that an EA will place these trades for you. So on the subscription service, a few guys started out manual, and as soon as I had the EA, yes please, we want the EA. It is great. You can put it on there. It calculates your trades out. You can watch, look, and if you don't want to take the trade, it's while it's sitting there pending, so it places an order, a straddle both ways in the market. You can please yourself whether you let it take it. It is good to let it put it on there, and everything looks okay. Just leave it alone and do its thing, or if it's late in the night, set it and forget it. Right, that's the beauty of having an EA. Right, it's in combination. That's what makes this very successful. All right, so the next one we're going to have a look at is the third one that I did for clients, which was the US Canadian. So let's just have a quick look at him. Next, US Canadian down here somewhere is where, if we we got the US Canadian. Okay, again, we start the week. It just, and you can see here, so this one here, I absolutely nailed this one here. I think I ended up with about 5% risk at one stage, and nailed here. There was 2 trades closed out in the one thing here. One of these was a double one. And there. And of course I could have held them right up to here, but you know, at the end of the day, that's there. And just to prove that, yeah, let's come through our times. We're 7 o'clock bar and the 14 bar. If we have a look on here, the 7 o'clock bar and the 1400 bar. And if we come back to the email I sent to clients, you can see that went out there. Here it is here, 7 o'clock bar, 1400 bar. So there you go. That was all sent out on the weekend prior to trading, so everyone could have a look at it. All right, from there, we have a couple of others that we had in there. One was the pound Canadian. It was the only one that didn't really do its thing here, in behind that bar there. Nothing in the second trade. That one was still live, still made a little bit out of it. The next one we've got here now is the pound yen and the euro New Zealand. Have a quick look at the euro. The euro New Zealand was one that I've come across this one just after the entry on Monday night. So where is it in here? We'll just have a quick look at it. Here it is, yeah, I come across this trade at about here and it was just too late to get into, but there it is. There's your 5 sections and another 5 here on Thursday, almost completed. But that was a good little trade. It was consistent. 4 out of the last 5 years had done that, and I'd actually missed that in the sort. So yeah, as I say, 4 out of 5 years on that there, which is quite good. So what I'm looking at is trying to get trades that have been positive in those previous 4 or 5 years. Okay, so the last one we've got is the pound yen. We will have a look at and put that back to there, pound yen. And we want the pound yen in here, A, B, C, D, F, G. Righto. And again, this one here, I managed to make well, not make a mess. I ended up, the EA put the trades on and I elected to pull it out. So Monday 8 o'clock, Wednesday 3 o'clock. Let's have a look at what the hell happened. Monday 8 o'clock, this massive big bar. And of course, I'll just chuck this on here. This is what you do sometimes, how you can screw yourself over. I was 100% sure at that stage that this was probably going to go up, so I took a long position. The worst thing you can do, jumping the gun. So here's, you know, the amount of years that I've traded, I was still trying to get an earlier edge on it. Anyway, it ticked over and it was a 60-point entry bar. Now that's the biggest of any of the bars that we've had. And I looked at that and I thought, there's no way in hell that that's going to do any more than 5 or 6 sections. It's probably only going to do about 4 sections down. And there you go. There you have it. There's Monday and there's Wednesday. And then late here Tuesday night, I looked at that and I thought, oh, I should be in. It did this and started to hit a brick wall. And I think what I did, I put that on and went to bed and I just put a short target on to do that. Or that might have even been actually no, I didn't, that was an EA trade, that one in the background, so they're going to show up on here. That was a middle of the night one that the EA did, small target, small chops out of it by itself. Anyway, there it is. And then of course Wednesday night I was margined out with the other trades. I was still in 3 of those, and I didn't want to take on any more risk, so I left that there. And of course, as soon as you don't have any money in there, as So what you can see is how accurate these pressure points I'm using. There was the turn bar. What did it do straight after it? There's the turn bar, right? And straight after it, down it went. Where was Monday? There was the turn on this bar here. What did it do? It went straight down after it. And there. So at the end of the day, 14 sections, that is probably going to drift down and still do that next week, I would say. But had you been in it, I'd close it out here on the weekend, have a think about it, whether I really want to be in it, and then start a whole new campaign next week. But from there to there was quite good money that I never got. But I still did very well for the week. I think I still returned about 20% for the week. If we have a look here on our thing, I don't know whether that's working. So we come down here. These are the trades. The one stop out we had was minus 100. So that won't reflect in there. So what I might just do is put that in there. And then we can see it was about a 28 point stop, and it's going to be minus 28. So it's going to be minus 100. So we got 13.5 there. And so all up, we've returned, say, 3K on 10K. There's 30% for the week. Doing it as per the rules. If you just put the trades on, never looked at it, never mess with it, didn't take on more margin. So I tend to not do it that way. I tend to look for areas and the eyes of the trades and just get that eye trade and do it. But probably not how you should do it, but that's how I do it. I suggest that if you're doing it, you don't have the history of what I've got with it. So just follow the rules and poke along. But this week has been a very good week. All right, guys, that's the set time trades. That's what they do. That's what they look like on the chart. The code that puts the input code here is simply this here. We go through at the start of the week. So this week coming in is going to be data week, so that will be true. And we'll put the input times in here on each particular chart. They're on there. That's all we have there. And then over here we have the navigator. And this is the, here, this is the simple EA that here, that's made up especially for it. And our magic number is 4 numbers in these ones here. So it's just a straight EA, and you put your, that's the wrong one there. It's, hang on, while I get the right one. Oh, I haven't got it on this piece. Oh, hang on, here we are. Oh, up here. If we just put it up on here, it'll be easier. Inputs here, and you come down. The EA has got the same thing in it, so you just put everything is in the EA. I just run the other one to do the triangles. The EA doesn't do that. And that takes the trade and puts that. Nothing complex, all quite easy and simple. Works quite well. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Different way of looking things. If I can help you with it, send me an email and ask me some details, and I'll forward the costings and the ins and outs on to you. Take care, have a good week, and we'll catch you in a week's time.